Hey, welcome to Business Shenanigans. A little bit of a different setup here today. I kind of walked out of my office without anything I needed for today's show. So I'm kind of here with my cell phone propped up. I'm Trent May Financial. With me, as always, your Moroccan superhero, Mahmoud Boutam, Sprout Digital. They are your
What's up,
unfair
guys?
advantage in anything digital. And with us, welcome back to the show. We're doing a bit of a follow-up today with Gavin Salt of the Earth Glasgow from Littman Thomas. Gavin, how are you today, bud?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Oh, just doing great.
I'm so
Swell on
glad
this
that you
nice
came
warm
prepared for this meeting.
Friday.
I'm so
Sorry.
glad you came prepared for this meeting
Oh
for
yeah,
our business shenanigans. I'm
I
glad
took
that
this one seriously. I mean, this was kind of like the interview of the year for me right now. So
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
wait.
agree.
Is that what this business shenanigans is? Is it like the man of the year of 2021, like one of those like time of the year?
well, you're
Is that
definitely the most important person we've had on this year.
okay? Perfect.
Wow, he's patronizing you pretty well.
No, I'm just trying to be nice to Gavin because Gavin has some exciting news to share with the entire world right now. Gavin, what's your news?
Just that this year, well, there's two parts to that. First part is so last year we moved over to the Troy area. I don't think that was on the last time we talked. I think the last time we talked, I don't think that happened yet.
I don't
So
think that was allowed to be public knowledge.
yeah, I think it was just in the
Yeah, I
works
think it was
there.
still in the works. Yeah.
Yep. So we are now in Troy. So that is awesome thing. We are right off of Cherry Street. We worked with a guy named Bill Francis Agency. Bill and Kathy were over here. They're still here. Kathy and Bill are just wonderful people. Really good agency that we were able to acquire and join together with. So Kathy's still here, the same familiar faces on that. Bill is still here. So getting over here in the Troy area, it's been super hectic trying to, maintain the three offices. And then the other part of that is becoming, working to be a partner with Ben Studebaker and Dave Kaiser in our office. So really good news. A lot of good things happening here at Littman Thomas. Really happy to be where I'm at. Super happy. Love. Truly. I know that there's a lot of people that do the work and say that they're happy with what they do, but I am truly blessed with the people I work with and what I do. Extremely thankful for it.
And how many
So
years have you been in that agency?
What's that?
How many years have you been in the agency?
6.
6. Awesome.
Yep.
And you said you transitioned to a partner now.
Yes. Yep.
Nice.
So
and to recap, he's not pretend happy; he's real happy.
I'm very happy. Yes. I was 10 years in the business completely, and then but 6 years at Littman Thomas. Extremely thankful for Ben and Dave and just everyone at the office I work here. It's awesome. Love it. Can you guys say that for the same thing for you guys? You guys happy with what you guys are doing and all that?
My boss is terrible. This guy named Mahmoud. Horrible, man. Talks down. Yeah, not cool.
Is that a Moroccan thing? Is that
This dude. Yeah,
is
this
it-
dude from Northern Africa somewhere. I don't know.
There's
He's
just
got that quick
Just
temper.
weird.
is it a quick temper thing? Is that what it is? Do you get any
Yeah.
days off?
No, I'm working tomorrow. I'm working today. I mean, I'm working on my house shoes, but I'm still working.
Hey, very good.
The
Good
mood
job,
does
buddy.
something really
Proud of you.
smart though. He actually will purposely go somewhere a couple times a year that does not have cell phone service.
I do that, yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I did that
Well,
one time. I did a small trip where I just turned off the phone, and that was awesome.
Oh, it's a life changer, especially if we all make a living looking at screens. So
Yeah.
Like whether you're in digital marketing or not, you are, you have a lot of screen time. So
Yeah.
having a vacation off the grid, no self-service is the ultimate reset button.
And if you want to hear us rant about technology, listen to Get Off My Lawn on Monday.
Nice plug. Love it.
So, Gavin, tell
yeah.
us what's new in the world of insurance.
Well, I will tell you this. Let's just dial it down to as a whole. I can't. There's a lot going on in the world of insurance, but for locally, I just think with us, I can just continue to talk about what's changing in the world of insurance for us. I mean, just with this third location, where I'm rotating days, so I'm trying to go to all the offices. So you're trying to see me from office to office. Like I told you guys the last time, technology is speeding up the world of insurance. Electronic signatures and things like that. Things are just moving a lot faster than what they used to. Getting things done and all that. It's just, that's been busy. This home market is hitting us too. People are buying houses and calling us and closing on houses quick. Getting insurance on houses real quick. So it's been a real crazy year. I will say that. Just trying to get things with the way the market is going, it's also affecting us. It trickles down. You see us last, like the people buy the houses, they buy the boats, they buy the toys or whatever it is, there's been a lot of remodeling being done, and you don't realize that trickles down to your insurance. That's really important. If you guys are if you know of anyone who's doing any remodeling, adding on an addition to their house, make sure that you let your insurance know. Because if you're insuring a house for the ranch house that you bought it at, it's going to be different now with, let's say you had 2 bedrooms and a bath to it. It's a different house than what it was before.
Trickle down Gavinomics.
You're talking like a true financial advisor right there. But yeah, just things like that. That's been probably the most effective. Probably. I don't know. For the year of 2022, I don't see anything major changing in the insurance world right now. Nothing that I've heard coming down the pipes for insurance-wise changing. But
are you guys getting a different type of clientele, or let's say compared with 5 years ago, or is it still like the same type of people looking for the same type of products?
It is truly, for us at least, I know that there's probably agencies out there that focus more towards maybe a niche market, or commercially they write just mainly commercial clients or business, but for us, we truly write it's probably gotten even more, just the variety has gotten wider than what it was even before. It's just we truly are writing anything and everything. I would say.
Has there kind of been a difference, like with the pandemic, like hobbies? So like a lot of hobbies you have, like a lot of people started new hobbies because they were stuck at home. A lot of people may not know, maybe their hobby is already covered under their homeowner's policy. Maybe it's not. I didn't know until recently that wine was not covered under an insurance policy. Is there what kind of things like that, like just off the top of your head, like may not be covered under your homeowner's policy already?
Wow, look at you. You've done some research, like with these questions. What a great host. Yeah, no, you are exactly right. There's actually been quite a few over this pandemic that have gotten into collectibles, whether it be wine, whether it be a whiskey, some bourbon, or even collector, like we had one with collector cards.
For a while there, baseball cards were hot.
Yeah. This, I remember way back, this was when I, like, one of the first years getting into it. There was a guy that, that it was, this was at my, like, long time ago, but they had a huge baseball collection. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. But long story short, to your question, yes, there is, in your homeowner's policy, it covers your contents. So I always tell people, if you take your house upside down and shake it, the things that would fall out of the house, that's your contents. The other part is the actual structure of your house. So the contents of your house, there's coverage for that, but it's on a replacement cost basis. So if you have, let's say you have 5 bottles of wine, I'm narrowing this down, but you have 5 bottles of wine, there's a claim, we will pay you for 5 bottles of wine. Now, your wine that is a collector's item, that's not normally a $25, $50 bottle of wine, you're now telling me is a $500 bottle of wine. That's when you need to call your agent to get it scheduled, and you can get collectibles insured and get your own separate policy for collectibles. Now, the only
that
thing
could probably go for a lot of things that are more speculative, right?
What's that?
That can probably go for a lot of things that are more speculative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you need to do, like, for things like that, for you, if you want to insure it for agreed value or appraisal value, you'll have to go get an official appraisal for that and show an actual document that this is worth this.
Okay.
So the only thing is, you know, if it was your case, for instance, let's say you had this huge bourbon collection, I would have to come and check on it to make sure, you know, after you open it, if you ever open the bottle, I would have to come and make sure it's okay.
You'd have to sample it and make sure I'm not just pouring like Coke in there.
Sounds legit.
I will say probably one thing that I did see coming down the pipe was, we don't see it a lot around here, but we did read up on it, was there's a coverage for businesses called employers liability.
Okay.
Sorry. See, it's ringing all the time for me.
Well, they should know that you're on Business Shenanigans. They should be watching right now.
What's that?
They should be watching right now. They should know that you're busy.
That could be my next big
newsletter
call right there.
Forgot to send the newsletter.
We have a comments section, people. You don't have to call his office.
That's true.
But there's still some lingering things about it's called employers practices liability. There's just still a lot of questioning around with COVID still. You know, the whole letting people go because they're not vaccinated. This is for larger corporations. You don't see that happening with a painter who has 1 employee. But some of those things that are happening down the line that you're seeing these people, either they're mandating that their companies have vaccines, or maybe they're making them wear a mask, and that person saying, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm not gonna. So there's things down the pipeline for that I've seen, but I haven't heard any more on that as of right now.
Yeah, I've heard kind of that discussion where it's like, it's tricky because, like, what if, you know, down the line, there are side effects that we don't know about yet, and then your employer made you get it, and that could potentially fall back on the employer then.
Yeah, I just, like with everything with this whole thing, there is just a lot. There's just a lot up in the air.
It's tricky.
I mean, I get really worried about it, and then I always am reminded that you can just take care of what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
I can't control that. I don't know if that comes down the road, then we'll worry about it when that happens. But
yeah, so. It's all new to us too. Like it's only been a couple of years, so we don't know what we don't know. It will all unveil in the next 5-6 years, I think.
Yeah.
Right now, everyone's just scrambling and troubleshooting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's funny to talk about technology, and like, I kind of have like the financial advisory side, and I also have the life insurance side, like you do. And like, technology has almost like hurt the financial advisory side. Just like, I don't know if it's a direct relation, but like things have slowed down there. Kitty. And but like the life insurance side from like this blew my mind because I remember walking to a client with like a 50-page app to do like a basic policy. And yesterday I did a policy from start to finish, less than 10 minutes. And it was approved and done. And like that's insane to me. Like that side actually is progressing and getting faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also had my first COVID question yesterday. It was on the app.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not experienced that yet. I mean, it asks the question of like, have you had any major medical diagnosis in the last 6 months? And people have been putting that down, but I've not seen yet an actual have you had COVID. But,
yeah, it's specifically asked.
Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Wow.
My thing with the insurance is my question is when I asked about the patterns, like do you think your clientele is like getting younger or older? Like what kind of patterns are you seeing?
For our agency specifically, or what I'm seeing
just in general, like are more young people jumping on, like, or has it not changed?
Yeah, no, for us, we have seen an uptick on our end with the younger side in the last year or so. And it's, when I say younger, I'm talking about 25 to 30-year-olds. I know that doesn't sound young to us, but that's the younger side on the insurance side. But yeah, there's been an uptick in that. And I think this is just what I'm seeing. I think they go out and they see those routes, and they see the I think it's called Lemonade insurance that's kind of advertised. You see where they they advertise to the younger driver. And I think what we're seeing is you have those, they go there, they have an incident, either billing wise or pay wise or or a claim wise.
They just can't get a hold of anybody.
And I think they find everything's great until something happens where they need to talk to someone. And then I'm starting to see this trend of what I feel like what they want is they don't want to hear from you. They want good coverage, but they don't want to hear from you. They want everything quick and easy. But then if they do have a claim, they want to be able to call and talk to a person. That's what they want. I feel like that's the entire package. They don't want, if they come to me for a new policy, they don't want to sit and chit chat and tell me about all their life and all that. They want, give me the policy. Is this coverage? Is this what I need? And is this good coverage? And then if there's a claim, please help me. I need to talk to someone, not 1-800, whatever. That's what I feel like I'm seeing in a tick.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, we're all after speed and efficiency today, and we're getting greedier and greedier with our time. So, and especially the younger generation, like they don't have time. They're on their phones. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that you would have these kids that are used to apps, like applying for everything through apps, and they want it that fast. But at the same time, when they call, they don't want to talk to a computer. They want to talk to a human. God forbid, like they have a claim or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
it's
like,
kind of like that. It's kind of like, I would almost say it's a
too.
hybrid almost kind of thing.
Right.
But I can confirm that too. Like a lot of times, like I will see younger people after they've been burned somewhere else. And I'm interested to get your guys' take on this, because it's something I've kind of observed. And that is, I mean, there is a certain generation out there who doesn't want free anything. If you try to do anything for free, they try to write you a check afterwards because they don't want free anything. And then there is another generation who doesn't want to pay for anything unless they can hold it in their hands. Like they don't want to pay for advice. They don't want to pay for assistance. They only want to pay for something physical. And really, they don't want to pay for that either. They think they should get that for free if they post it on their Instagram. But like, have you guys kind of seen that too, where there's kind of a generational shift where this generation doesn't want anything for free, and this other generation kind of doesn't want to pay for, like, they don't want to pay for your knowledge. They kind of don't want to pay for your advice. Are you seeing that at all?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can relate for sure. Yeah. Go ahead, Gavin.
No, go ahead. Elaborate. I mean, I see it, but it's not not as much as I don't think I see it as much as you guys, because I'm still giving a tangible, like, my product is still not neat. Like, you have to have auto insurance. They kind of come to me. I have a lot where like I'm selling a product that they never want to use. No one ever wants to use this. But if it does happen, you want to make sure it's good. So that's the part that I always have a hard time with. But so maybe Mahmoud, you can elaborate more on his. I can't quite relate as much, but maybe you can.
Right. For me, it's more like the consulting part. I don't think anyone wants to pay for consulting, but at the same time, what you're consulting them on is available. Like, they can go and research it. So they don't want to do research. They want to talk to an expert, and they don't want to pay the expert. So now I have those free 30-minute consult or free 15-minute consultation that I give just for free, because I know, no one wants to pay for that. And then afterwards, they know whether they want to buy or not.
Right.
But the paid consulting usually comes afterwards, when they realize they have all these holes, all these gaps to fill, and they need an expert to walk them through that. Then they're like, yeah, it makes sense for my ROI. They all talk ROI it makes sense for the ROI to pay for a consulting or whatever. But the funny part is, everything is available. All the information is available. You can go to the internet. You can go to any library. The information is available. It's just that us experts, we structure it and we make it not a general set of knowledge, like a one size fits all. We make it per case. So Trent would take this person, and that's its own case, and he caters all his knowledge to that person. And then Gavin does the same thing. So that's the only difference between the ocean of knowledge that's out there and talking to an expert. An expert packages that knowledge specifically to your case. Yeah. And that's what people don't want to pay for.
Nicely put. Wow. Gavin, I kind of want to put a bow on this. So
that scares me to death, just so you know.
Someone comes to you. Okay, they buy a house and they need to get some homeowners insurance. That's obvious. They need to come to Littman Thomas. They need to speak to the strapping young man in the office, and they need to get some homeowners insurance. What goes so well with that 30-year mortgage or 15-year mortgage is a 15 to 30-year term policy to cover the debt for the time of the mortgage. It's just, they go hand in hand. You need to have that debt covered. So they can go to you for that as well. What some people sometimes miss, though, and I want you to speak on the importance of this, is my long-winded way of getting to it. People often miss the umbrella coverage.
You talk about this thing all the time. You love umbrellas, man. I want to buy you an umbrella.
Because people miss it like crazy, and it's so cheap, and it can be so disastrous if you don't have it. Can you speak on the importance of umbrella coverage?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a difference between the assets that you have in cash in your bank that you can see and take out. There's that money that you have, and then now you being a new homeowner. Let's say this in this example, this is their first time buying a house. You go from you go from having, let's say, $50,000 in your bank account to now owning a home. You now have assets. Your assets grew. Yes, that house doesn't actually bring in money into your bank account, but now you own something partially that for 200,000. Now you have 250,000 in assets because you're owning a home. So if an accident happens, you have to be protecting yourself. And in this legality world that we live in, some of those lawsuits can be major. And that umbrella protects those assets for you that you just put 20% down, or if you went to Destiny Mason and put down whatever she can do for you, 2% down or whatever, and get an amazing home. But that umbrella helps protect you and those assets if something happens, and you can get $1 million for something.
UPS guys here. I'll be right back.
That is the funniest thing I don't think I've ever seen this happen on Business Shenanigans. Mahmoud, has this ever happened on Business Shenanigans?
Sorry? Yeah. Sorry.
No. Hold on. UPS guys here too. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Do I need to sign anything? Cool. Thanks. Here we go. Got it. Thanks, UPS. I wanted to do that before Trent comes back. He's going to have to see the replay.
So, in short, Trent May, I'm going to talk to you as if you're there. Yeah, an umbrella is huge. It's really important to have one, and it's that's that umbrella I sent you. That's the umbrella I just sent you.
All right, what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. The umbrella insurance. Anyways, you can get, for some, it can be $1 million for $150 a year for some, on top of what you have. Like, to protect you for $1 million.
$150 a year?
$150 a year for some. Yep.
Pretty good.
Depends on how many autos
just to
you have,
cover everything.
how many
Stacks on
useful
stacks
drivers
covered.
you have. There's a lot of different factors that can change the rate,
Right.
But the base price is usually about $150, $175.
So everyone has that little snot-nosed punk that lives across the street. They come over uninvited. They trip in your driveway. You need to have that umbrella coverage.
Yes, exactly. Very good, Trent.
Cool.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I taught you very well. I taught you very well.
What? Sorry, Gavin was
I taught
barking.
you very well. Wow. My gosh. You know what? This Business Shenanigans. I'm not going to do this again. This has been the.
We should not
I'm
do
gonna
these in
walk
an
out of this
afternoon
interview.
on a Friday anymore.
I'm going to walk out of this interview. If this was in person, I'd walk off stage right now.
Yeah.
We never
had
these this late on a Friday, and now I'm starting to understand why.
No, but I do want to touch base on one real quick thing that Mahmoud was talking about with our the graphic, the clientele that we're getting and things like that. One of the things that I think is we got a text messaging through our office, and that has been huge. People are using that, hey, like some of the companies that we have, if it's an older car, we need to see a picture of it.
My grandma.
They need to see a picture of it, and so we just have them send it to our office. We have a text message, a number now that goes right into our agency system, and that has been huge. Clients love the fact that they can just now text that picture or text that info to us, whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. So that goes back to that just ease of use kind of thing that we were talking about with that generation leaving the lemonades and roots and kind of having that hybrid type of experience.
Yeah, Destiny uses the same thing. I think texting is like the new email marketing.
Yeah,
a lot of businesses are jumping on it. Obviously, we all have computers in our pockets now. We're texting all day, so I think the other reason is people are more likely to answer text than email because it's more personal. So once you infiltrate people's text, your closing rate goes up. You have a now you have a deeper engagement than just email. Email just gets pushed down and deleted and whatever. Text is important. You actually pull it out of your pocket and give it attention.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I have to jump off here in just a minute. We have just enough time for the drawing challenge. You guys ready?
No, I'm not ready.
No,
You don't
I'm
have
not
your
ready.
paper?
I don't.
Oh,
I
my kids
got kicked
my
out of
kids
the
are going
office,
to be
man.
at the drop off like all by themselves.
Okay, I'll be back.
What's that? What am I supposed to be drawing?
You don't know yet. It's the business shenanigans drawing challenges. This is how we wrap up these episodes. If you watched our show,
No, I thought you said what we're drawing. I thought you already said it.
no. So I mean, while Mahmood's gone, tell me, who's your favorite client?
What's that?
Who's your favorite client?
Oh, I'm coming.
Oh, that is by far the
Hold on,
easiest
I'm
question
running
I ever had.
upstairs.
My wife. She actually wanted to go to a different agent, and I said, no, sorry, honey, you're going to have to stay here.
It's like, can we shop this around a little bit? All right, guys, ready?
Yep.
I don't know what you're trying to show me.
I was showing you the turnip that's riding a motorcycle.
Oh, the turnip. Oh, that was a good one. You guys ready? 30 seconds on the clock because I really do have to go. Your challenge is to draw. I think Mahmood's like 1 and 5 now, something like that.
Terrible.
Your challenge is to draw 1, 5, and 1. You tied 1. I don't know if the tie goes in the middle or at the end, but you've tied once, and I think you've lost 5. But
yeah.
Your challenge is to draw a procrastinating bagel. On your mark, get set, go. 30 seconds. I wonder why this bagel procrastinates so much. Maybe he's had a tough childhood. Maybe he's just not motivated. Maybe he's in the wrong job. Maybe he doesn't have enough life insurance. He just doesn't want to get off the couch. Why is this bagel procrastinate? All right, it looks like they're putting their final touches on here. We need a good backstory to this bagel. Let's see. I haven't actually been keeping time, but there's probably 5 seconds left.
Oh,
4,
this
3,
is gonna be so good.
2,
this is so good.
1. All right, let's see Gavin's.
You ready?
Yeah. Mahmood, pen down.
Oh, sorry. Oh no.
Is that it? I can only see like half your paper.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Okay.
So, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So it's a toaster, and one bagel is up, but one bagel is still in it.
Oh my god!
It's procrastinating.
Oh wow! You took it a completely different direction than I was thinking, but I love it.
You're smart, dude. You are smart.
All right, Mahmood, top that.
Let's see. Let's see if I can top that. It's just a yawning bagel.
I thought he was singing, but okay.
I kept it basic. Just laying down, yawning, and like.
Mahmood, take your defeat like a man.
Shut. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm really good at drawing, as you can tell.
All right,
Gavin wins that one on creativity, not drawing skill. Let's just be clear about that.
Yes. Sorry,
so Gavin,
you,
in all seriousness, would you be okay with coming back on a third time, maybe next year?
Absolutely. Hopefully next year. I'm saying that we got a 4th office. I'm saying that we got some new people. I don't know. We'll see where we're going.
Goals. It's not the time of year for that. Let's calm down.
Maybe you'll be seeing me with Gary V sometime doing on his podcast. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
If we ever see an animated Gavin, then we'll know you're hanging out with Gary V. All right. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.